Hello, everyone. My name is William Gibson. I work in the CBO office. I work in the building department.
My name is Chris Allison, work in accounting under purchasing, and right now due to COVID I've been doing a little bit of everything.
I'm Erin Elliott, and I am OCLI's practice liaison, otherwise known as the outreach coordinator, depending on who you talk to. I work out of our central business office, and I've been with OCLI now for a little more than 7 years.
My name is Andrea Cohn. I have worked for Spectrum Vision Partners for a little over a year, started in September of 2019. I am a system trainer with the implementation team.
I'm Nancy Fairbrother, the Chief Growth Officer for Spectrum Vision Partners. I've been with the organization for 20 years.
So I was fortunate to be on maternity leave for a big chunk of this pandemic, but in recent months I've come back from leave and just in awe of how well our doctors and staff have handled being in this pandemic, working with these new safety protocols. I think that everybody is doing a wonderful job of keeping our fellow staff members and patients safe and having everybody leave OCLI happy and healthy.
Yeah, so the feeling I get when I go into the offices, it's, the patients feel very comfortable with the setup that we have. The staff are going above and beyond to make sure that the procedures are followed and to ensure the safety of our clients that are coming in.
Well, I tell you, in the beginning, it was rough. Not knowing our situation, my situation at home with my family, and then not knowing the situation with our CBO family, as far as we started working from home. And that was an adjustment for me because I never really worked from home. And the first 30 days was an adjustment. And once I got gradually settled in, it became very comfortable.
It's been stressful for all of us, but what my goal is to try to do whatever I can to support the locations because they're in the dance live, and to deal with the amount of stress and people that are nervous and the new protocols that we've been putting in to keep everyone as safe as we can. It's been interesting, but it's also been, it just shows the strength of this organization and the team. Because if it wasn't for the strength of the individuals actually going to the locations every day, none of this would be possible.
When the practices were able to reopen, we returned back to Pennsylvania. The staff, that was one of our regional locations that stayed open throughout the pandemic. So they did it at, limited capacity with staff. Obviously, they didn't have everyone on site. But when we got back in, the staff that had been working throughout the pandemic were, really glad to see us. They were happy for the support. And also, they were already in a place where they were very comfortable with the processes. And then as they started to onboard and bring some of the additional staff back, they were really very spot on. It didn't take much for them to get back to a place where they remembered processes and protocols and things that they had been taught prior to the shutdown.
Well, when I see Dr. Hummel, in my experience going there once a year for my annual checkup, I can't think of names right off the bat, but all I know is, being the fact when I walk in there, they know I'm from the CBO, so I get carte blanche experience.
I've actually never been to an eye doctor.
So I saw Dr. Lutz at the Huntington location, and it was on a Saturday because we work pretty long hours. So Saturday hours are really convenient, which is great. And he came referred by an employee that used to work for him that's actually now part of the implementation team. So I deferred to her for a recommendation just because, she said he has great bedside manner, basically. So I went there on a Saturday. The front desk staff was really very inviting, very friendly. The doctor took me back right away, and he just did a very thorough exam. He listened to my concerns. I was a patient that had a retinal tear, complete retinal tear. So had a lot of concerns about, my new prescription, new contact prescription, new glasses prescription. So he really took time to listen to my concerns and to tweak my prescription to a place where I felt comfortable being able to see. And I happened to also meet Dr. Paul Kravitz. He happened to come in on that day. He was super engaging, also really nice. And, we had a lovely conversation and a chat. And overall, the experience in the office was very positive, friendly, and very much in keeping what we know OCLI to be in terms of, the way we treat our patients and delivering excellent customer service.
I do have family and friends that have seen OCLI doctors for their regular annual eye exams, for surgeries, for emergency appointments. But with my position, I'm in a unique place where I get to visit our referring physicians and go to community events where I bump into people all the time that tell me their success stories that they have had with OCLI, whether it be for a vision-saving surgery, LASIK surgery that gave them perfect vision after having terrible vision for years. I've heard of how wonderful our doctors are, how well they explain what they're doing and diagnosis, and how wonderful our staff has been, how friendly they are on the phone. And it is truly an honor to be a part of the OCLI team and get to hear these stories on a regular basis.
My mom needed an eye exam during the pandemic, in the height of it, when things were really rough. She was in a lot of pain. She shot me a text, and I set her up to see Dr. Sachs in East Meadow. She was honestly apprehensive because she's in her 70s, so she could be apprehensive. We reviewed what it was going to be like, but when she went through the process, she was put at complete ease. Between seeing the masks, between getting the protocols, getting the temperature checks, and everyone doing it in an upbeat fashion during a period of extreme stress is incredible, and that spoke volumes to my mom and to all of her friends that she shared it with.
I would just tell all the people at the offices thank you, because every day they're the ones going into work and making sure that our patients are getting the medical help that they need in such an unprecedented time. It's it's an extremely selfless act, and they're going in and putting themselves at possible exposure to help out other people who are in need. And it's just you can't thank people for that enough. It's just, as I said, extremely selfless and a great thing to do.
What I would say to the OCLI staff across the tri-state is thank you for all of your hard work, for your perseverance, for your stick-to-itiveness, for your customer service, and for just being here every day and for keeping our practices open.
Thank you to OCLI staff and doctors for being such a hardworking, dedicated team. It is truly an honor to be a part of this team, and I look forward to many more years with everybody.
I just want to thank everyone that is interacting with our patient base every day for their dedication, their bravery, and their selflessness during this period. To be able to put yourself in a situation where it's uncomfortable for everyone and deal with the stress in that way every day and do it with a smile is incredible. This is a period in history for all of us, and I am honored to be part in a small way with this team, but I can't even put into words the amount of admiration I have for everyone that is doing this day in and day out to help our patients and communities.